Definitely. I just woke up. I really just woke up and I gotta go to work. But I was just watching the news and Joe Biden is saying basically that people have to take the vaccine. And I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna talk about it for a brief. This is gonna be like a 10-minute video. Um, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of understand why this might be a mandated vaccine. Um, and also, tomorrow is the anniversary of 9/11, 20th anniversary, because it happened in 2000. It happened in 2001. I wasn't born yet when that happened. I was born in 2002. But that's just so sad. It's really sad. So tomorrow for the 20th anniversary of 9/11, um, Bush and Biden, they're going to be visiting the memorial places and paying their respects and everything. It's it's just sad. Like what really be happening in the world is just sad. The things that happen. Um, but okay, let's talk about the mandate. Well, it's not a mandate yet. He didn't say it was mandated. He just said that 12 and older, the kids that's in school, they need vaccines, and the workplaces with over 100 employees, they need to be vaccinated too, or they need to be taking COVID tests every week. And the public think that that is weird, and the public is trying to go against that, both the vaccine and the COVID test. But if you listen to celebrities that's getting back to work, that are actors and actors, they say that every week they're taking tests. So it's not like it's something inhumane or anything. They said they're taking it too. They've been saying that. And to the people who don't understand why, because one of the people on the news, she was just like, you just in May we were celebrating taking our mask off, and now all of a sudden he want to tell us all of this stuff, and now it's like going back up and all this kind of stuff. Well, she was basically saying like why he didn't make it a mandate sooner to get the vaccine. And I just want to say, I don't know who she was. I don't watch the news that much, but I happened to watch the news today. Um, but anybody who was paying attention around May, anybody who was really paying attention earlier this year knew that we were going to be outside and we were going to be so-called quote unquote free for the summer because it was hot. COVID is a virus. It's something that happens when people's immune systems get weak, or if it's not weak, then they can fight it off. But in the summertime, that's not the time of sickness. That's the time of heat. That's why we outside having fun, because it's hot. Sicknesses don't last in the heat. They've been said this. They've been had a chart on TV saying like, oh, the case was going to go down around summertime and go back up after summertime. It's because of the temperature. It's going to get cold. It is getting cold already. Every morning I wake up and it's colder. People's immune systems are going to naturally go down. And their immune systems naturally going down, they're going to catch COVID and not be able to fight off COVID. You know how many people probably had COVID already and they just didn't know because their bodies did their job and fought it off? A lot of people. They just didn't know. But yeah, it's weird. I don't like the fact that the people who are on news stations and stuff like that, like the people who are already celebrities and like doing the stuff that they do already on the TV and stuff, they're just now talking about things that people like me, normal people, have been talking about for almost a year now on TikTok. And we were getting called conspiracy theorists. We were getting called like, weird names because we was foreshadowing, like we was understanding really what's going on here. If you take a look at history, you would know what's going on here. If you read the Bible, you will know what's going on here. It's not nothing that this wasn't something that just came all of a sudden out the blue. Like it did the COVID part, like the name and how it's happening. Yeah, that's different because it's us and we never went through it. But the idea of everything that's happening right now is it's happened in history plenty of times. The 20s specifically. So I think it's weird how normal people talk about the stuff that months later, then all of a sudden the news people want to talk about, but we already talked about it, and it's like, wow. Wow. Um, Also, I want to say something. Do anyone think it's very weird and strategical how every time the sun is rising in the morning, all of a sudden the clouds start going in front of it? It never fails. I can never watch the sunrise from the east without clouds coming in front of it. Like as soon as it start getting like all the way high enough for me to see the whole thing when it's rising. I don't like that. Like when it first started rising, it's like a pinkish orangish color. And then the clouds come in front of it once it start rising. And then by the time the clouds get from in front of it, it's already yellow. It's already did its thing behind the clouds. And I just be like, okay, that's weird. I'm a sunset and a sunrise type of person. I gotta go to work. This video, I told you it wasn't gonna be long. It's really not long. Tomorrow is 9/11's anniversary. Well, it's not 11 tomorrow, but it's the anniversary of the towers hitting the planes hitting the Twin Towers, and lots of people lost their lives. I don't know if it's true or not, but I did see this thing on Facebook a few days ago, where they had a picture of this woman. She was black, and it said that she was the last person to be found under all of the debris of the 9/11 buildings. Well, the Twin Towers. But they said that she's alive, and no one ever talks about her or interviews her when she was the last person to come out of it. And if that is true, that's very weird. I just think America be treating black people well. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. It's literally what they do. America treat black people crazy. Like they just don't. They don't care. Oh, and another thing. So if this vaccine becomes like mandated, pick it. I feel like the best thing for you to do is to do your research on the different brands, because if this is a vaccine that everybody got to get, why is there different brands? I'm not going to lie, as many times as I've seen Johnson and Johnson being behind compensation things on TV, that wouldn't be the one that I wouldn't take the Johnson and Johnson one. Johnson and Johnson is always on some stuff on TV when they did something crazy and caused what they said, ovarian cancer, like stuff like that. Y'all just got to pay attention. In life, you have to pay attention really to what is going on around you at all times, because time is an illusion. Things that happened 10 years ago is still relevant today. That's why I don't never like people talking about, oh, that happened so long ago. No, if it happened in my lifetime and I'm still living, it's not long ago, because I'm not old. 19 years, that's not that long. I can remember when I was 2. I can remember things from when I was 2. And people think, really? That's weird. But I can. When I was 2, I couldn't speak and talk and think the way I think now, because obviously not. But when I remember memories from when I was young and I decipher them in my mind now and with my knowledge now, things don't be adding up. Had this whole conversation with my family. Well, not my family, but like my family, people in my family. Because they was like, why you didn't tell them? Why you didn't say nothing then? I was 4. What could I have possibly told you when I was 4? Yeah. But I remember when you did this, since you don't believe what I'm talking about, you remember when you did this to me when I was around 4? Oh, yeah, you do? Exactly. Me too. Now, as you listening to me? But yeah, so 10 minutes, like I said, y'all comment what y'all think about this vaccine. Also, another thing in the Bible, when it's talking about how many people die versus how many people don't die, the fact that he said over 100 million people are not vaccinated, it kind of make me have a different look on whether or not I should get the COVID vaccine. Because if majority of the world don't have the vaccine, and in the Bible it's saying that majority of the world don't make it, it kind of seemed like we should be on the side getting the vaccine now. With how many people I thought was taking it, I felt like it was going to be the opposite way, but it's a lot of people that don't take it, haven't took it. So I don't know. I'm going to keep reading my Bible. I'm going to really keep reading Revelation, and I'm going to really do what I'm doing. But I feel like at the end of the day, I still feel like whether you get the vaccine or you don't, the way the Bible really speaking about it, it's really got something to do with your karma. It really got something to do with the karma that you have in life right now. Is you moving on to the next stage of greatness of life, because the world is elevating. It's not going lower. It's not going lower. It's going higher. So the lower entities, the lower beings, the negative people, I feel like it's inevitable of what's going to happen, whether you get the vaccine or you don't, because there's plenty of people still dying and still getting sick with the COVID vaccine. And there's plenty of people without the COVID vaccine that are not sick. So I have a thought and I have a theory that I feel like it's the truth. It's more biblical and spiritual than people will understand. And I'm the type of person, no, you can just watch my videos if you want to know what type of person I am, because I'm really not religious, but I read the Bible, I meditate, and I listen to my intuition. So, but yeah, I got to get ready for work, so I'm going to go. Y'all really tell me what y'all think about if this get mandated, which he said it's not a mandate, which I don't know, it kind of sounds like it, but he said it's not a mandate. Is y'all going to get the vaccine? Are y'all going to get it? I just want to know that, yes or no, in the comments.